James Honeycutt, President and co-founder of New Tesla. In this video, we're going to be talking about your wellness number using the metronome to measure, display, and then produce your wellness frequency to help improve your response to the wellness number. So the wellness number is a number that's based upon the critical flicker fusion frequency. I know that's a mouthful, but it is the frequency at which a rapidly flashing light appears to be on continuously. Critical flicker fusion frequency, this fusing frequency at which a light was discovered in the 1800s. And they've used it since to help in diagnosing stress levels in the body. In 1945, the U.S. Army Air Corps did a study with 100 pilots returning home from World War II, 50 who were showing signs of post-traumatic stress disorder and 50 who were not. They developed a mechanism using a projector with a spinning disc in front of the lens and a small hole in one part of the disc, so that as the disc would spin, it would briefly flash a spot of light on a screen on a far wall. By varying the speed of the disc, they could vary the speed of the flashing of that white dot on the far screen. They would set the subjects up to monitor the flashing and have them report when the flashing appeared to stop and the light appeared to be on continuously. Now, they found that because of physiological differences in the eyes, you couldn't compare one pilot's flicker fusion rate to another's, but you could use that flicker fusion rate for an individual pilot to track their progress. They discovered that as the pilots were recovering from PTSD, their flicker fusion frequency increased, or the rate at which the flashing light appeared to fuse to a constantly lit light was higher as their stress levels reduced and as their wellness increased. New Tesla uses a wellness number where we flash a 2-digit number on our older instruments, and on the newer ones like the metronome we now include tenths of a digit to show you your wellness number. And your wellness number also increases as your wellness increases, as your stress decreases. All of the instruments have the ability to measure, report, and produce your critical flicker fusion frequency using your wellness number from the instrument. For the metronome, the way that you begin to operate to measure your flicker fusion number is by first turning the metronome on, and we can see this one is running by the two flashes, the red indicating program 1 and the white indicating a full battery. And then I simply press and hold the start switch for about 3 seconds and then release it, and when I do so, the spectrum LED will flash red 6 times. The spectrum LED will then appear to be lit continuously. At that point, I place the metronome up against my face so that I'm staring at the spectrum LED that's lit right here, and I'll turn a little bit so you can see that. And I put my finger back on the start switch. Now, as this light begins to go down, I can actually push the start switch and make it go down faster, and then I can push the select switch and actually make the frequency get up higher, so that I can adjust the flicker fusion frequency to the point to where it is just at the point where the light is not flickering anymore, but again appears to be lit continuously. So by pressing the two different buttons, I can change that. Now, after I stop pressing for 5 seconds, the flicker fusion frequency stops, the light goes out, and it then begins to report what my flicker fusion number is. Now, because I turned this towards you, I'm not able to see what it's flashing. But let's talk about what you're seeing here. The first is you'll see a series of white flashes that indicate the tens of digits. You'll then see a series of green flashes that indicate the ones, and then a series of amber flashes that indicate the tenths of digits. Then the spectrum LED comes back on because it's now flashing and emitting out of the coils my wellness number. And at this point, I would want to put the metronome in my pocket or place it maybe back here behind my neck, and for the next 20 minutes be exposed to the frequency of my wellness number, which is in the beta range of brainwave activity. And it helps to strengthen our brain waves and reduce the possibility of outside influences interfering with us. If I want to actually see what the flicker fusion number was, we'll do this a little bit differently now that it's running. So once it's producing your flicker fusion number, you can then again press this up or down by going to the select to increase it. And it will then flash the number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 78, 1, 78.1 was that wellness number reading in that case. And as I said, for the next 20 minutes it will produce this. After the 20 minutes it then reverts back to its normal operating state and continues to run the preset that had previously been running on your metronome. While that's running, you want to keep the metronome near you for that 20 minutes to help reinforce your beta brainwave activity and make you more resistant to outside influences. Thank you for watching our video segment. If you have any questions about using your product, just send us an email, info@nutesla.com, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible with an answer. Also check our site, nutesla.com. Have a great day.